seconds remaining.
Hello and welcome to another draft analysis of Ace.
5
This is
seconds
Navi
remaining.
versus VGJ.Thunder, the
Radiant
second series
team
of
pick.
today. And now we're into game 3. In game 2, I really like
Radiant
Navi's first 4
team
pick
pick.
a lot, but I think the
Dire
last pick
team
Magnus just didn't fit the draft. They had a very good game plan and everything. I mentioned it just now and I'm going to mention it again. I still feel the OD pick was going to be pretty much the best pick to have gotten there. It helps them to scale much later. The Magnus is a hero that you don't dish out damage towards the late game. You're just going to be a control.
remaining.
And if you're getting jump on, there's nothing a Magnus is going to do. But OD is different. He has an astral save, he has the big ultimate, and he's just able to scale much later than a Magnus would. And his synergy with the Void is good. They're going to have damage on top of the Chronosphere. Just now that game, they only had the AA blast on top of Chronosphere, and it wasn't enough. But if they had OD, then yeah, it would be totally different. That's how I felt. But anyway, let's moving into game 3. VGJ, I think they won the coin toss. That's why they got first pick again. They banned away Chen and Enchantress. Navi, they banned away Vano, Night Stalker, same as game 2. And yeah, the draft pretty much is the same as game 2 until now. Earth Spirit for VGJ and Clockwork Ricky for Navi. I really like this Clockwork Ricky's duo combo. It's a very aggressive pickup, helps them to secure their early game pretty much in terms of the rotation and killing. And Smoke Cloud on top of a Cox is really powerful. There's nothing any hero can do in the first 15-20 minutes until you get 4 stuff. And even that game, I don't think VGJ.Thunder got a lot of 4 stuff. It just didn't work out well. And okay, VGJ.Thunder was like saying, anti-mage worked, so you can't do anything against it, let's go for it again. And they instantly picked up this anti-mage. I think one thinking that VGJ could be having is that Navi likes to pick up Intel hero for Dandy in the mid lane, Lina or Queen of Pain. These are the 2 most played heroes for him, and anti-mage is good against both of
10
that.
seconds remaining.
And like if you want to pick one of those heroes, then anti-mage will just
5
be
seconds remaining.
a counter to them in the late game. But the question is, can VGJ.Thunder reach the late game? Navi now, they might consider going for a PL to combat this anti-mage in terms of the late game for Crystallize, or they can even go back for the AA phases. I feel that wasn't a problem. They had it with that draft, they can still win, and they just need something different from Dandy this time around. And they ban away Broodmother and DP. I think the DP is a very good ban here. They want to take VGJ out of their comfort zone, and DP is something that they are really comfortable playing with. Even though the Death Prophet didn't get a really good start in the early game, there were a lot of pressure in the mid lane. He still managed to come back in terms of farm as well, and then after that they just take team fights around him very well. VGJ, they banned as Savan as well as Lina. Sorry. They banned the Lina, very expected ban towards Dandy. They just want, similar to the Death Prophet, they're like taking away the comfort pick of the opponent. And we're seeing a Senekos Rubik. Okay. Last game, Seneko played the AA on top of the Faces White for Crystallize. In this game, they decided to just go for more teamfight oriented support on the Rubik. Rubik is pretty good against anti-mage because he can steal blink, and the instant leaf is really good to set up kills. Ricky is also one of the stronger heroes when you're snowballing against anti-mage because you are invincible and you have the smoke cloud that can prevent blink. And if you smoke cloud on top of Clockwork Cox, it doesn't matter if he has Manta Star, you can't get it out of it. The only thing that can bring you out of that is a 4 star. And VGJ.Thunder, they go for a Disruptor next. I guess Clockwork and Ricky both wants to be like together in the fight, and it's very easy for Disruptor to get a 2-3 man static storm combo.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure about this Disruptor though. It doesn't really create space a lot. It can set up fights for you, but kills for you, but Navi's playstyle is going to be like, as I mentioned, they're going to come to you, they're going to be in your face, and I'm not sure if Disruptor is a very good hero to fight against such a playstyle. That being said, I did mention previously that Navi likes to like come in, get a kill, and then get out. But if with a disruptor, you can always glimpse somebody back and then set up
10 seconds
a
remaining.
return kill for your team. It was similar to the Kunkka in the first game that I mentioned,
5 seconds
where
remaining.
they played
Radiant team
Kunkka position
back.
4, but now it's somewhat serving the same purpose with this disruptor on the position 5.
Dire team
Navi
back.
go for the throw wall out, a carry that can definitely man fight anti-mage regardless which part of the game we are at. The mid game and the late game, he's able to contest him. He can even consider going for like a tri-lane, aggressive tri-lane against the anti-mage to slow down his farm, which is exactly what Navi did earlier. Another thing I want to bring up about how come VGJ.Thunder was so confident in picking this anti-mage early was because they know that General is going to play that clockwork already, and as I mentioned, if you know your matchup, you can easily just pick your carry straight away. That being said, Navi can of course switch it up like they did in Game 2 to go for aggressive tri-lane. And they did shut down the anti-mage, but it wasn't enough. But this game at least is not so bad as that Troll has the ability to match up in farm to the anti-mage. As in, not say match up in farm, but match up in terms of his carrying potential. He's able to man fight him with the bash, the chances of bashing, as well as the only downside is that anti-mage is definitely going to be more farm than this Troll a lot if the game is even. But with Navi's lineup, I'm pretty sure they can secure an early lead like they did in the second game as well. Okay, Bat Rider, picked up by VGJ.Thunder. It's an off lane that's really good against a melee carry like Troll. And Navi is definitely going to have to put a defensive support with a support with him to protect him. But Rubik and Riki isn't the best answer to a Bat Rider. So yeah, we'll see how effective this Bat Rider can be on the offlane. And if Navi choose to go aggressive, then it'll be a clockwork against the Bat Rider, and that's a matchup that the Bat Rider would most likely crush. And that will be a deterring factor to Navi in terms of whether they want to go aggressive try.
5 seconds
VGJ.Thunder, they still decide to ban Magnus away from Dandy because of this throw wall up. His empowering will be very powerful on him. And Navi ban a lane dominator on the Viper, and instead VGJ.Thunder they pick up Necrophos, also yet another space creating / lane dominator kind of hero. He's very self-sustained in the mid lane, win most of his matchup. I think Navi will have loved the Lina here for Dandy, but it's being banned. And if they go for the Queen of Pain here, I'll not like it at all. I think they can't pick up the Queen of Pain here. Oh, but I really don't know what hero can they go for here. TA is not very good because you're against a Bat Rider with Firefly. It burns through your refraction. OD again, but it's not as good as it would have been last game. You can still Astro save someone who gets Ripper Scythe or gets Glimpse and stuff, but it doesn't have the same impact. Oh, it's going to be a really tough last pick for Navi here. 40 seconds left for them. And it's a Mirana.
You may now select your heroes.
Oh, so that Navi is being forced out of their comfort zone. They picked up something very different for Navi, very different from Dandy and Crystallize. Both of them never really played this hero in the last 5 to 10 games, I would say. Mirana is a very good option against Necrophos because you have the magical damage to go through that goes through Ghost Shroud, and you have Diffuser Carrier that can break Ghost Shroud in the late game as well. That being said, Disruptor is a very good counter to Mirana. If you leap away, you can always get glimpsed back into a Static Storm and you'll probably just die. It's an agility carry that is not really afraid of anti-mage in that sense. I think draft-wise, I want to favor VGJ.Thunder, but I think Navi is a slightly stronger team and they have a decent lineup to actually win the early game and just have to hold themselves in the mid game. Don't be too over eager. And they really need General to create a lot of space for them. In the mid game team fights, Roger need to be the vision for Navi. They don't have any defensive supports against the Bat Rider. If the Bat Rider jumps on somebody, it's most likely that guy is dead. So Roger needs to be the eyes for Navi and prevent this pickoffs from the Bat Rider. It's going to be very important. And about the 10 to 15 to maybe 20 minutes mark, the clockwork as well as the Riki need to work together very well to give Navi the advantage that they need going into the mid game. Overall, I'll slightly favor the draft to VGJ, but I really hope that Navi can play their game and take this game number 3. This is going to be the elimination match, and the winner will goes through to face, not sure who. EG? Winner will face EG, and loser is eliminated. So yeah, hope you enjoy my draft analysis. Once again, I'm Ace, and if you like it, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter too, at EHZX88. Yeah, thank you.